Hello, this is Dr. Yakman here with Battle with the Best of Them. Just want to go over my Community Day results. It's a little late, but that's because I've been kind of busy. I'm actually here. This is a different setting here. I'm at work. So, Community Day was Swinub. Let's look up everything Swinub right now. So, I was helping people with getting their Meltan mystery boxes because I brought my Switch with me on Community Day. That was a little hectic. I in total, the whole day, I think I helped about 10 different accounts get the Meltan box. But I didn't get a lot of time to hunt in the beginning because, first 2 hours I had one shiny Swinub, which I turned into Piloswine. Here. Beautiful. And then I ended up getting 2 in the last 10 minutes, which was crazy. And then I had 3 others. None of them were Battle with the Best of them. My friend Sarah, she caught 9. Another guy drove by and told me that he caught 17, and that was like 2 hours into it. Her 9, the first 2 were in the same spot, back to back, and then she went back to that spot later on in Delco Park and caught 3 in a row. On top of that, she also got 3 Battle with the Best of them ones. So yeah, Swinub is her spirit Pokemon. So I made 3 with Ancient Power. This one is up for trade. That's why I got the little separation symbol in front of it. But yeah, so Swinub Day was pretty good. There was a lot more Swinubs out there. I have a picture of I was surrounded by them. And I had a theory on this. Now, I've been telling people, because I read a couple people on Discord saying, I caught a shiny at the last minute, but then it didn't give me the shiny. Well, that's because during the last minute and the opening minute of Community Days, I would say restart your app, because there's going to be glitches, there's going to be errors when they flip that switch to go from, turning the Community Day on. And the existing spawn that was there already might end up being, or the takeover spawn at the end might end up being what you catch instead. There was about 5 on the field in the last minute for me, and when I kept clicking on them, they kept saying error, except for 2 of them turned into, once they opened up, or once they appeared on the map, reappeared on the map, in spawn form, excuse me, they were Wingull. And that was the nested Pokemon there at Delco Park, where I was doing it. And this is my theory, that the reason why there was so many more this time was because I didn't see Wingulls during the entire Community Day until the end there when it turned off. And I think it's because as I was clicking on those Swinubs and they were turning into Wingulls, I think nested Pokemon, they have changed it to where the nested Pokemon are no longer there. They become the Community Day Pokemon. I don't know if they're going to continue to do this in the future, but this was certainly pretty good for Swinub. And it was good for me, too, because, like I said, in the first 2 hours, I only had 1 shiny Swinub because I was so busy giving out Meltan mystery boxes to people. So, and I'm glad I got to help people out, but I was kind of backed up. So I think in the future, I'm going to bring my Switch with me on Community Days, but after Community Day is over, I go over to Archer's. If I do it at Delco, across the street from Delco, there's a restaurant called Archer's. I love eating there, and met up with some friends there and gave them some Meltan mystery boxes. But that's what I think I'm going to do, is I'm going to say, hey, meet me over at Archer's, and then I'll give you the Meltan mystery box, so my hunting time is not interrupted. Because Sarah really whooped me that time. She got 9, and 3 of them were Battle with the Best of them. That was nuts. So, I've also been getting some really good catches. Earlier that day, let's go all the way back, I had gotten a shiny Meltan. Now here's the difference. It's more of a bronze color than gold, and it's got a blue wire or cord or tail instead of a red one. So I need to get another one of those. I've been finding too with the boxes, the Meltan mystery boxes, that if you time it just right, you get it on the hour. I was thinking that it was like this day is complete and now you got to wait 3 more days after that. So I was doing it like almost every 4 days. Now I'm doing it every 3 days by going by the hour. So if you open the mystery box at like 10 p.m. at night, and 3 days from then is when you can get another one, because I've been waking up checking my mystery box, and then I go, oh, it says 3 days, so I got 3 days to wait. Actually, I don't, because tonight, because I did one at 10 last night, tonight at 10 it'll say 2. And then so on and so forth. I didn't realize that. I thought it was a 24-hour basis kind of thing, not a by hour of when you actually opened it, which is kind of cool, but I wish I would have known about that sooner so that I could have maximized that more. So I will be at GameSwap here today and tomorrow with my Switch to give out Meltan boxes, and I also helped someone who had never been able to get one because they can't connect with the Switch. I helped them get it, and I'm going to make another video on how to do that, because there's some little silly tricks that you can do to get it to work with certain phones. It seems to work instantly with Apple phones, LG phones, because that's what I have, and Samsung phones. But like phones like Pixel and Moto and some other phones, they may have some problems connecting with the Switch to get the Meltan mystery boxes. So I'm going to do a future video on that. And then also, I got some other pretty cool catches and hatches. I got my second Riolu. It wasn't good, but I was finally able to make Lucario. So there's Lucario. I'm so happy about that. Another new catch. Well, it wasn't a catch. It was somebody traded it to me. It was the regional Carnivine. She was down in Florida, and she's like, "You need anything down here?" And I already have Corsola, I already have Heracross, but I didn't have Carnivine. I had some other people who said that they would get me a Carnivine, but she was already down there, and that was very nice of her. Bonsley, which is the baby for Sudowoodo. I don't have Chingling, but I did get the baby for Chansey last night, which apparently you have to walk in order to evolve it, but I'm not going to evolve it anyway because I got plenty of good Chanseys and Blissies. But yeah, you have to walk it 15 kilometers before you can even evolve it. That's Happiny. So it's got a little ponytail. And I got my first ever shiny baby hatch. Now this was after several Cleffas that I'd already hatched, but like it was like the 4th Cleffa in a row that I had hatched, and it ended up being shiny. That's my first shiny baby ever. So I don't really like the shiny babies because in order to get the whole family, you have to hatch multiples of those, and those are so rare to come by, in my opinion. While I was trying to do the Spenda research task for the Valentine's Day Spenda, I was running into a lot of problems trying to catch that. But in the meantime, I caught like a Centran and a Bidoof that were like powered up 8,000. Geez, like, and they were battle with the best of them ones. So that's pretty cool. Caught some more Combies. As a thank you, the guy who was having a hard time getting the Meltan mystery box, he gave me a Glameow because I've never even seen one. And then it's funny, he traded me this, and then one of my next hatches was Glameow. Of course you can't, well, it's a 5K egg that I hatched it from, and I made Perugly out of it because, excuse me, because it was a battle with the best of them. And what else? Have I caught anything else that was cool that I need to tell you about? No. not there. Last night I did another Meltan box and I got 20 out of it. You see here, there's 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. So I'm trying to work on getting 21. My friend Sarah, she has gotten 21. And then I guess now I can show off getting this. I'm gonna get my Spendas finally. I'll have one for trade and one for myself. There he is with the heart. Oh my goodness, I hate these tasks. They're so horrible. Man, I'm lagging like crazy. Whenever I run a video, it's really hard to... He's mocking me. Get back in the center, idiot. I've never had a research run away from me, but this one would probably be the one that would. Dang! See, when I run a video, for whatever reason, everything lags and gets slower. Didn't used to be like that, but... There it is, I got it. Next community day will probably be Treco, if they're going by the starter line again. That's the first starter, the tree starter for 3rd gen. Battle of the best of them defense. Alrighty, cool. I got a symbol for that, which I will show off later. I didn't even think about that when I was starting this video. About to have to open the store, and I've already spent way too much time. The bonuses that they had for Community Day were, I think it was extra Stardust, and it was also the Xeno Stones, which right now I have 13, and it's funny, I'm going to be making a video about this soon. Please drag up. Thank you. Wow. I'm going to have to figure out something with my phone because there's all kinds of lag when I want to try to do catches and all that other stuff. That's a bit too much. Let's see here. Wow, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the list and it's taking forever. Sorry about this, guys. My phone is being a little goofy. So I got 13 Xeno Stones, and that's great because I have exactly 13 evolves that I got to do. So, let me show you. G4 is how I labeled them. Yep, there's, well, Probopass can't be done yet, so that's a 14th one, and so is Magnezone, that's a 15th one, but I can do all the other ones, so. How's it going? Who's the Tony? No, I have not seen him. We just now opened, so. Thank you. Tony Bell, I'm not too sure, doesn't matter, I'm trying to make a video and everybody's... But, yeah, so there's that. The thing that I forgot to say in the last video that I was going to do was about leveling up with friends. And I leveled up with, I think, 3 best friends, about 5 ultra friends. In total, I leveled up at the beginning of Community Day with like 15 people. And it was nuts. It was all in a row. And that's the way to do it, is to line up all your Community Day or line up all your friendship leveling up with Community Day, because everybody's usually running a Lucky Egg then. Just talking about the next Community Day, probably be Treco, probably be Frenzy Plan again, that it'll learn for its exclusive Community Day move. I know I feel like I'm forgetting something, just like I did the last time, but I'm excited about those new catches, those new hatches, new shinies. I will be making a future video about connecting with the Switch, and I'll make another future video about all of my Xeno Stone evolves. So, happy hunting out there, and thanks for watching.